Hey, Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, here we are, Saturday night. And you know what that means? Time for our Saturday night seance. That's right. You guys, a lot of you have written me during the week saying, oh, we can't wait for Saturday night seance. And I'm always excited and enjoy it as much as you do. I really do. And anyways, just let you know, I did earlier today post horoscopes for Sunday. So tomorrow for Sunday, February 12th, 2017, the horoscopes are now up. Okay, so you can get those. I know a lot of my viewers in UK, it's late now. It's almost midnight over there probably. So you can jump in and get your horoscopes. Anyways, well, I'm glad you're here. Now, we've had a lot of new people come here to Spirit Channel, and I just want to say welcome to the newbies. Every Saturday we have a seance, and our seance comes out of the old spiritualist church tradition. And in the spiritualist church, which I used to be a member of, we would gather at a medium's house, usually on a Saturday night, and sit in a circle, and the mediums would go into trance, and amazing things would happen. And you know, I loved being part of the spiritualist church. That's where I was trained, and I was trained and brought up as a medium, and it's still in my soul. These days, I practice more as a Wiccan for my personal spiritual life, but I do still work many times as a spiritualist, as a channeler as well. I am a full-time psychic medium, and if you want to get on my schedule for private readings, you can go to my website, robert-hickman.com. I'll put the link below. We'll get you on the schedule. Or write me at readings@robert-hickman.com. So I'm just glad you're here. Well, I'm going to settle down, go into trance, and we'll see who comes through. Now, for those of you who are new here, trance mediumship is a very ancient form of psychic work. And during trance, what happens is that spirits overshadow my consciousness. They take control of my nervous system and body temporarily, and they come through me. It's different than possession. Possession is this hostile entity that controls a person and doesn't give them free will. I work in union and in peaceful partnership with the spirits that I allow to come through. So I'm never taken over and controlled in a bad way. In fact, it's more like I'm just having a nap, and I don't really halfway but hear what's going on around me. But anyways, I hope you'll enjoy the experience, and let's see what the spirit people have. So pull up your chairs here, gather in a circle with us, and let's open the door between the spirit world and this world. All right, I'll see you when I get back. Greetings, my dears. This is Rose. It's such a blessing to be here with all of you tonight. Well, I must say, I was so eager to come through to visit with all of you. It is always a great pleasure whenever we get a chance to come through and be present on the earth again. Oh, you know, I do love life in the spirit world. We have so much joy over there. Do you know in heaven there really is no sorrow? You know, yes, we do get concern for the people of the earth, but from our transcendent view, we're able to see beyond the momentary terrors of life on the earth. You know, we do look at the earth with sometimes trepidation. We say, oh my, those people are in a difficult position. But you know, we also are reminded by the angels over here that no human is ever abandoned by God. No one is truly ever left alone. Now, I know some of you will say, but Rose, I saw somebody go through a ghastly time, and everything in their life fell apart. We do not say that the earthly life is without its trials, but ultimately, for those who have faith and hope, they will persevere. Now, I know there's somebody out there saying, but you know, Rose, my friend was murdered. Somebody came in the middle of the night and stabbed her and murdered her in her sleep. But do you know, my dear, that even in those worst circumstances, the angels are present, because humanity has free will. They may use that free will to create destruction, or they may use it to create life and to create beauty and art and higher things. This is the one thing in the earth realm that creates sometimes the greatest of sorrows, is the free will of those who wish to injure and do violence. Please understand that all of you who have spiritual light within you, all of you have it, but those of you who are aware of it, are truly obligated to pray, not only for yourself, you must definitely do that, but also pray for those whom you love. Many tragedies on the earth are averted through prayer. There are many people who have come over here after terrible things, such as being murdered, and sometimes they appear before the council and they shake their fists in rage and they say, "Why did you let me be killed? I was on earth and I was just cold-bloodedly murdered and not one bit of God helped me. No one came, there were no angels." And the council always says to these souls, did you ask for protection? Did you seek to have God as part of your life? Did you seek and ask for higher blessings and higher things? Many of these souls actually, upon reflection, think, well, I really did not have any spiritual focus in my life. The truth is that we over here can only act if we have your permission. Humanity is allowed to go its own way, whether it's going to hell or going to heaven. And we will not interfere or intervene unless it is a specific circumstance that we're permitted. But even then, the humans must on some level be in agreement. Try to understand that each of you have a soul contract. And your soul contract says that you will experience many things in your life. Sometimes the very things that you think are the worst, that are the curses in your life, that are the sorrows, are actually things that you yourself agreed to allow to occur in your incarnation for your own soul growth. Now, the problem is that many humans, you see, get down on the earth and they forget all about that they come from over in our world, and they forget that they have a contract. And that contract says that they are allowed to go through certain things and that the heavenly realms will intervene or not intervene, as however the contract is specified. If you're in a time in your life where you're saying everything in my life is falling apart, first of all ask yourself, have I allowed the spirit world to come in? You know, sometimes simply asking for our help is the very answer that you need. And once you start employing the spirit world, all things in your life will start to change. Now remember about your soul contract, because you can also rewrite it at any time. You see, some people write into their soul contract that they're going to die at age 30. But then they get to age 29, they have this nagging sense, this idea that, oh dear, I think I'm going to die soon. Of course, all their friends and family say, you're being paranoid. Why do you say such morbid things? The fact of the matter is, it's simply they remember their own soul contract. And if you're at a place where you think, oh my, I'm age 29, I'm going to die at 30, I don't like that, I don't know why, but I just know. That's just a gentle reminder from our world that you had a contract. Now, you see, the wonderful thing is you can negotiate and rewrite those contracts. So look at your lives and consider where you might want to set things right that are perhaps a bit off, a bit askew, and make those right again. Do not have fear, but have love in your heart. If you have a contract that's especially difficult, it means that God has trusted you with a lot of trials because he knows you're taking the advanced course. Of course, like any college course, you can drop classes and rearrange your schedule. So try to understand that if you're in a difficult position, first call upon our well, and then look at your contract. It could be rewritten. You know, my vicar on earth used to say something very similar to me. He wasn't a spiritualist, mind you, like my neighbour Madge, who used to always talk to me about soul contracts. But my vicar said to me, God has a plan for you, Rose. Did you ever stop to consider what his plan is? And I thought, well, I don't know. I've got too much to do to figure out somebody else's plan. But do see, my vicar was very right, for if I had only paused and said, God, what is your plan? What is your will? What is it that I should do? You have the best always for your children. I would have gotten myself much further along in the spiritual journey, and I would have saved myself a lot of trouble and a lot of sorrow. So try today to consider that you have wonderful gifts in friendship with our world, and you have the ability to negotiate your own journey, and you do not have to be afraid. There is a God who loves you, and many angels and spirit guides around you. If you don't know who your guide is, call my name. Say, Rose, will you come and help me? I tell you, over here I never get tired, for I don't sleep, and with the ability to be many places at one time. The spirit body is very transcendent of the physical body, and so if your physical body seems limited and you feel overtaxed and overwhelmed, try employing a little spirit help to help you. And it's as simple as calling out to us. Say, Spirit well, I need help. Will the angels come help me? Will the guides come help me? And I promise you, if you ask, we will be present. Do you know this medium devoted himself many years ago to helping trapped souls in purgatory? He used to hold a circle and have a group gather, and they would offer prayers. This is how I came to our medium. I was trapped in the darkness of purgatory, and when I started to awaken and saw the light, it was very dim, I must say, but it was the light of his Seance Circle. And hands reached down. It was now I know it was Fletcher, but at the time I did not know who, and they pulled me up, and I passed into this medium's body. It was kind of like a grounding situation until I was ready to move on into the light. Now, if you ask our medium here, Bob will tell you, he'll say, it was a bit of a shock having a soul come through me. And I suppose it was. I was a bit of a restless one and not really quite unsure of what was happening at the time. But do know, he worked with his guides. He trusted him. And heaven aligned with all of us. And I became free of my darkness. And now I'm in the light, and I'm able to help many people. In my heavens, Bob is so gracious that he allows me to use his body still to come through to help others. I'm truly thankful for our medium here. His vibration is so kind to me and very generous. It takes a lot of energy from a medium to allow us to come through. Our frequency is much higher. Their frequency is much lower. But we try to raise his power, and he tries to raise it. We try to help him raise it, and we lower ours. Somehow we meet in the middle, and we're able to get into the frequency of the human body and able to communicate in this sphere. For those of you who feel like you're being called to be channels, do not be afraid. Take your time and get to know us. Those of us in the spirit world who want to help you will not overwhelm you. We will come and gently guide you into this awareness. And when we come through you, we promise we won't hurt you. Unfortunately, there are many mediums today who do not think about balance, and they try to channel 24 hours a day. This we do not recommend, for the human body can be damaged by too much over-electrical stimulation. My dear friend Edgar Casey over here in the spirit world was one such soul, and I hope he doesn't mind me speaking about him, but in his early life, he was so eager to help so many, and the spirit world was very eager to use him. But sometimes, even over here, the spirits are literally too eager, and they forget that the human has a limitation. Fortunately, our medium here is always trying to balance his energy, and this is what allows him to keep working. He learned from the lessons that he learned from other spirits who told him about Mr. Casey. Mr. Casey unfortunately overtaxed his system and was not able to continue as long as his earthly life had he had hoped for. So for those of you starting out on the path, who are receiving our guidance, take it gently, take it slowly, and we will help you. You don't have to rush and build Rome in a day, as they say. Well, Fletcher's asked me to be stepping from the body. There's one more person that wishes to speak tonight. So I'll see you before I depart for the spirit world. I'll be stepping from the body now. Yes, Fletcher, I think that we're in the body now. The organism's power, its electrical current is growing stronger. Rose is very right when she says that each person must seek a balance in their spiritual work. During my earthly life, I took it to the extreme, one extreme or the other. I'd either stay up for days, engaging in conjurations without sleep for 3 days on end, or else I would lie in a heroin-induced stupor for 3 days on end. Extremes were the challenge of my life. I ask each of you to remember that the middle way, as taught by the Buddha, is where true power lies. Do not find that spirituality must be in conflict with your material life. If you focus solely on the material, you will have imbalance. If you focus solely on the spiritual, you will have imbalance. Material and spiritual must go together for you to have success in your life. Rose always says to me, Alfred, make sure to enjoy your time in the spirit world. Since coming here, I've been so inspired by the bright and brilliant souls that I've encountered. Over here we have angels and guides who glow with such a brilliance. I aspire to such grandeur myself. Spiritual ambition is not necessarily a bad thing. We should all aspire to be more bright and glow in our souls. Let our spirits shine like diamonds. But Rose says, remember, and she said it earlier, Rome was not built in a day. And so I have to remember also to have my own time out here. Over here we can walk in fields of grain that glow with golden glow. The sky is a gentle blue. It never becomes absolutely pitch black here. There's always some level of illumination. Such is the character of this world. I don't care to go back to absolute darkness. For those who are overwhelmed by light, there are places of retreat that are darker, where they may rest themselves and adjust their spirit eyes to the light here. Over here, everything glows with a brilliance that you cannot imagine. And so, as you walk along your journey, embrace the light, embrace joy, and remember to take time for yourselves to rest and refresh. You may call upon our world at any time, and we will gladly help you. Fletcher says the power is growing weak, so I will be stepping from the body now. Rose wishes to say goodbye to you. I send you my blessings. My name is Alfred. There we go, my dear. I think we're in the body again. Can you hear us out there? Well, I should hope so. We're so very pleased with Alfred. He's made such immense progress. Hope so, Minnie. In your time of struggle, call upon us. Call upon me, call upon Alfred, call upon Fletcher. All of us wish to help you. And Mr. Casey says that he will come too. Thank you for coming tonight. Fletcher says our medium's power is starting to wane now, so we'll be stepping from the body. But I thank you for coming and receiving me. There's so much joy that it brings me. to see each of you. And I know that in the coming days, the light will dawn for all of you, and you will receive many blessings, and know that you can ask for us in the Spirit will to help you. My name is Rose. Hey, Tubies, this is Psychic Bob. Well, I'm back. You know, I love to channel. Channeling changed my world. It allowed me to get in touch with that higher realm in such a powerful way. If you've enjoyed tonight and you want to learn more about the spiritual world, you might want to pop over to my website and check out this book, Messages from Rose. It's by me, and you can get that over at my website. There's a book that says links. This tells about my work with my spirit guide, Rose, and I think you guys will really like it, so I highly recommend it. A lot of you have been writing me, says, Psychic Bob, I want to learn more about channeling. I'm probably going to actually do a course series on channeling, on how to start channeling. That'll probably be a little later. We got a lot going on, but I'm looking at that. In the meantime, I would encourage you, definitely get this book. This is called Opening to Channel and How to Connect with Your Guide. It's by Sonia Roman and Dwayne Packer. Okay. Really, really wonderful, wonderful book. My copy's like over 20 years old. I think it's still in print. I'm pretty sure it is. There it is. Sonia or Sonia. I think it's pronounced Sonia. Sonia Roman and Dwayne Packer. Excellent mediums, wonderful channels. This book will help you understand the dynamics of channeling and how to work with a guide in a way that is safe. I tell people you shouldn't just jump into channeling. You need to do it in stages because it is very powerful. But this book, I think, will help you get a grasp on it. And this will give you some ideas of adventures that I've had in my channeling experiences. So definitely check them out. You can get this at my website. And they probably have this on eBay or at Amazon, Barnes & Noble. So definitely check it out, okay? You guys are the best. I love you. Thank you for being here tonight. Keep it here at Spirit Channel. You know we always got more coming. Tomorrow we'll have another horoscopes. And we're also going to have something fun on Sunday. I don't know what we're going to do yet. You know, Sunday's kind of my free-for-all. We might have a vlog, though. I might go somewhere fun. We'll see. Just be back here. You know, they're check in because we always got something going on. Anyways, I hope that, if you've enjoyed tonight, show me some love. Like this video, favorite it, share it with your friends, help distribute it. And if you haven't done so, hit subscribe. And if you have done hit subscribe, hit the bell too. Something I don't quite understand this yet. Maybe y'all can explain it to Psychic Bob. But some of it you have to hit the bell to make sure to get updates. I don't know if you have to keep hitting the bell like every day. I don't know. Maybe somebody can explain that in the box below. Anyways, because I have people saying, oh, I'm subscribed to you, but I didn't see these videos. So I don't want you to miss it. Definitely be here, okay? So hit the bell, whatever that means. You guys are the best. I love you. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Blessed be.